Welcome back to Learn PHP on Code Academy. We're in the HTML form handling in PHP section. This is post form handling. In HTML, setting a form's method attribute to post specifies that you would like the form to be submitted using the post method. When using post to submit forms, you will not see the URL change. The form data is sent using the headers of the HTTP request instead of URL parameters. The form data is sent using the headers of the HTTP request instead of URL parameters. To use the data from the form in PHP, each input needs to have a unique name attribute. When the form is submitted, the input data is available in the post superglobal. Similar to GET, it's also available in request. For example, if a user typed Catherine into the first input and McCormick into the last input of this form, the URL would not change, and print R post would look like this. Array first key has value Catherine, last key has value McCormick. Our instructions say we've added a form to collect the user's favorite food and color. Add a method attribute to the form to specify that you want to use the post method. Let's do that now. Let's run that. We do pass. 2 says, to use the inputs in PHP, they need to have names. Give the first input a name of color and the second input a name of food. Let's do that now. Let's run that. We do pass. 3 says, use the PHP shorthand to print the user's favorite food and color from the post superglobal array. You should be replacing the HTML comments that say, add step 3 code here. Let's do that now. Let's run that. We do pass. Let's go ahead and submit our form and test it out. Submit it, and we are able to access those values. So what we're learning here is post form handling. When our form's method is set to post, the form will be submitted using the post method. This means we won't see any changes in the URL like in a GET request, but rather the form data is sent using the headers of the HTTP request. To use that data, each input needs to have a unique name. Whenever we submit our form, that input data is available in the post superglobal, similar to GET. It's also available in request. As long as you guys are understanding that, it works very similar to GET, except GET requests create a query string and change our URL, while post requests, the form data is sent using the headers. As long as you're understanding that, you're understanding this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, quick question for you. Are you happy with your current job or career? Do you like to go to work every day and see yourself doing what you're doing right now forever? If not, I'd like to share with you a little bit about the sponsor of this video, the Programmer Coach. The Programmer Coach is an online coding program that helps people learn how to code and get a high-paying job as a software developer. Their program is unique in that they teach you how to code by doing, through practice, which is truly the only way to learn any skill at the end of the day, right? Plus, they provide you with coaches to help you whenever you run into any issues. They also have career coaching and placement services, where they work with you and help you get your first job as a software developer. And the best part, their program is affordable and accessible for anyone and everyone. That's right, you won't pay the bulk of your tuition until you actually land a job as a software developer. To learn all of the details you would ever need and get all of your questions answered, simply go to becomeaprogrammer.com. Becomeaprogrammer.com. Once again, that's becomeaprogrammer.com.